Thank you for visiting Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. My name is Blake Young. I'm the CEO, and it's our honor and pleasure to welcome Attorney General Rob Bonta. We're very, very excited to have him and his staff here. They're going to spend a little bit of time doing some activities, helping the organization put food boxes together. Probably most importantly, though, unfortunately, for folks in Sacramento, we have almost 300,000 people that are challenged by hunger. And it's a prevalent situation here in our community. And in fact, throughout California, almost 10 million folks throughout California struggle to put good, nutritious food on the table for themselves and their families. So it's just wonderful to see Attorney General Bonta come out with his staff and make this a priority and help us create a platform for these sorts of issues and have a little fun. As you can see behind us, we have a bunch of kids here, like we do many, many days, packing food. And so, again, we just want to welcome Attorney General and thank him for coming out and making our organization special for today.
Thank you,
You
Blake.
bet. Thank you.
Well, good morning, and thank you for your time and your presence. And thank you to Blake and the Sacramento Food Bank for all they do, and thank you to Blake for the very, very kind introduction. I'm excited to be here today and looking forward to rolling up my sleeves and getting to work as the young people are behind me as part of the both the holiday spirit of giving, but also the everyday spirit of giving, which is so important in our communities to make our community stronger, to help those that are down on their luck, that need a helping hand, and make our community better and make it stronger. And let me just say thank you to this organization, to the Sacramento Food Bank, for all it's been doing. When no one's here, when there's no cameras, when there's no press, they continue to keep their head down and do the important everyday work of providing a safety net for families in need, addressing hunger, as Blake mentioned, and other critical needs and providing necessities to so many. And this nonprofit serves the entire region. It provides food for millions of meals and clothing, baby supplies, career and parent workshops for thousands of families every year. So they are truly a lifeline for Sacramento in many ways. Certainly, they're known for providing nutritious food, but it goes beyond that. And we're going to get to work, as I mentioned, shortly. And as we do that, we won't be alone this holiday season. There are so many Californians across this state who are doing the same thing, who are showing up and leaning in to help their neighbors and make their communities stronger. I appreciate that spirit. We need that spirit, that giving spirit to help one another in very difficult times. And those contributions are critical. So I can't praise them enough, and I can't encourage all of you enough to do that and to do more of it. And in my role as AG, I visit charities across the state, across California, and I often hear the same refrain, that with more support, more people in need could be served, could be helped. Their lives could be made better. And there was a lot of need this holiday season. And with the pandemic, with inflation, with prices on seemingly everything going up from groceries to gas, folks need our help. Here in Sacramento, more than 287,000 residents experience food insecurity, the inability to access affordable, nutritious food. Almost 10,000 individuals are experiencing homelessness, sleeping in shelters and on the streets. There's, again, incredible need, and thank you again to the Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services for stepping up, leaning in, meeting the moment, meeting that need. This holiday season, again, if you're able to donate to important causes with your sweat equity, with your money, please do. Nonprofits need your support, but I do want to provide some cautions regarding what you should be sure of, what you should be careful of, what you should be wary of before you open up your wallet and are generous in your giving. I want to make sure that the money that you want to give goes to its intended source, helps the people that you intended to help, and that you are not taken advantage of because of your generous spirit. And that's why we're here today. The California DOJ, in our role as primary regulatory and oversight body for charities in our state, we have provided to the public, to Californians, 8 useful tips that we think every Californian can use to avoid being scammed while donating this holiday season. And here are those tips. Number one, check the registration status of the charitable organization to which you are giving. Charities are required to register with my office and file annual financial reports. You can go to our registry verification search at oag.ca.gov/donations to ensure the charity is in good standing. You should never donate to a delinquent or suspended charity. Tip 2, give to organizations you trust. Do your research before donating. Review a charity's website, their annual financial reports. Ask questions like, how much does this charity spend on overhead and employees? How much is actually going to go to support the mission? You want as much of the valuable dollars, hard-earned dollars that you're giving to go to the mission, not to overhead. Tip number 3, don't be pressured by telemarketers. Instead, ask them questions. You might get calls by telemarketers with a high-pressure sale, encouraging you to give now. Don't succumb to that if you don't feel comfortable. Your contribution may go further if you give directly to the organization as opposed to giving to the telemarketer who will take a cut and lessen the impact of your donation. If you feel pressured, you can always just hang up. Tip 4, watch out for deceptive tactics. Make sure you're donating to organizations you intended. The actual name of the organization matters. You might want to give to the American Red Cross. The American Red Cross we all know and love. You might want to give to the American Red Cross of California. That is not the Red Cross that we know and love. There's a difference between the American Cancer Foundation and the real American Cancer Society. So every word matters. Make sure you're giving to the organization that you intend to. Tip 5, watch out for lookalikes, just like with similar sounding names. There are similar looking websites. If you want to give to UNICEF, for example, you want to give to UNICEF. There's also another website, UNICIF, that you might be lured into giving to, which is not the actual UNICEF that we know and love. So be scrutinizing of that URLs and make sure you're giving to the right organization. Be wary of social network fundraising. We're all online, and unfortunately scammers are online with us. This summer, an out-of-state man was sentenced for 5 years for his role in scamming more than $400,000 on GoFundMe. He said he was collecting money for a homeless man. That was not what he was doing. He was taking your money. It never went to the homeless man, stated. So make sure that the charity fundraiser is legitimate. Tip 7, protect your identity. When donating, never give your Social Security number or other sensitive personal information. Never give out your credit card information to an unfamiliar organization. A scammer might say they need your Social Security number to make your donation tax deductible. That's a lie. You do not need to do that. Finally, tip 8, be careful when making digital donations. A portable card reader, a QR code, or a fancy looking digital solicitation might look impressive, but remember, anyone can make a QR code, buy that portable reader, wear clothing with a charity's logo. Always confirm your donation is going to its intended recipient, the real charity. So these are important tips. Keep them in mind. We also have them in our press release. We have them on our website if you ever want to ask further questions or get additional examples. But I don't want to scare you from giving. I want you to give. The reason I'm telling you this is so that when you give, it goes to the recipient that you intended and that your money is not siphoned off or diverted to a fraudster or a scammer. And we're going to do our best to continue to protect all of you. I also want to let nonprofits know if they're seeking resources or best practices and tips to avoid falling victim to scammers. We have a guide for charities that is available to you. And again, let me just say that from Hanukkah to Christmas, the holidays are all about giving. They're all about generosity. So thank you to all who have opened up your hearts to your neighbors, to those in need. I encourage that. Thanks again to the Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. But again, as you give to charities, please make sure you're protecting yourself. Thank you. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.